do, Dream Team? It's your boy D Neal back with another reaction video. Here we are with how to spot American abroad. How to spot an American abroad. My bad. And I know a lot of videos, you know what I'm saying? You know who's American by how loud they are, very loud in a crowd of people. If they're walking down the street and they're smiling at you, they're smiling at everybody, or if they're starting to make conversation, or how they're dressed. So y'all know the many ways. We finna see if there's any other ways this video gonna teach me. But before we jump into it, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media, Patreon, all up top. You can subscribe to any of it, put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. Man, I talk back. If you got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon, or in the description section there's a Google form link. What we got?
How to spot the American at a French coffee shop. Electrical adapter. Backpack with school and sorority tags. Bougie planner. All the translation apps. Alt codes. For accents. Stickers on stickers on stickers. Bought something to use the bathroom.
I'm straight up a little...
No. We won't buy something to use the bathroom. We'll just go in the bathroom. Unless you have to buy something. But other than that, we just go to the bathroom. But yeah, that was the stickers, the school tags, all of that, the translation apps. Okay, yeah, they're definitely saying, hey, I'm an American. Okay, I got you.
Bought something to use the bathroom.
I'm straight up a little afraid to even say this. I've been in Split, Croatia for 2 months now. And aside from that being in Europe, that's particular because cruise ships come in and out and they bring in people from many different countries. And I've come to the conclusion, a conclusion that's probably going to make some Europeans mad. Here it is. If you are attempting to identify Americans based on the stereotypes, you're going to actually be picking out the English and the Irish. Because universally, the Americans have been more stylishly dressed, not stereotypically dressed, whereas the English and the Irish and even the Croatians, if you're talking about like adults wearing Disney, because they wear a lot of Disney, they are stereotypically dressed like Americans. I'm talking Dennis Rodman basketball jerseys, Crocs, and general style that makes them look like they're from Midwest America. There's nothing wrong with wearing what makes you happy or comfortable. Don't mistake me. I'm simply saying, if you're looking for Americans and you're judging based on stereotypes, you're getting the English and the Irish.
All right, tell me.
Hold on. Us Americans starting to get a little tricky. I said, let's dress a little better. Let's dress a little better when we go over there. And now you including the English and the Irish and sometimes the Croatians. And if you're going by the stereotypes, you're mistaking them for Americans too. We're getting better with it. Keep it rolling.
Stereotypes, you're getting the English and the Irish.
All right, tell me you're an American without telling me you're an American. This is from the Reddit question, how do you spot an American from a mile away? Are you ready? This one says, Americans tend to slouch and their joints are loose. They walk like they're held together by string. I do have bad posture. They also say even uptight Americans have a looser gait than British people. This one says wearing merch from your college. That seems believable to me.
Yeah.
The white socks is a bit of a giveaway. The other is knee-high socks with Birkenstocks.
Now we ain't it gotta be the girls. Knee-high socks? I ain't even seen a girl wear knee-high socks, to be honest. Or I haven't seen it in a long time. Shoot, they wear knee-high socks. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean when you say knee-high socks. I know what you're talking about. But dang, I do wear white socks all the time.
Socks is a bit of a giveaway. The other is knee-high socks with Birkenstocks. I didn't know. Although I think I have heard like socks and sandals, like the granola people, you know? I wear socks and sandals.
Same.
This person left a whole list, and I gotta say, obsessed with cheese as a topping. Guilty. Boisterous, smiling, direct, dressed informally, often inappropriately, monolingual, prone to treating the Spanish like droids. What is a droid? Just a second. That's like a robot. Confused when people of color speak like other Europeans, and flags. I think for some of these they mean white Americans. This one says Americans are very loud.
They mean white American. I like that. Thank you for correcting that.
I think for some of these they mean white Americans. This one says Americans are very loud, and specifically Americans under 40 are very friendly, but in a way that's both endearing and creepy. When we chat, I feel like I'm being indoctrinated into a cult. Now this one's from an American, but they said they lived in Israel for a while and then started noticing this about other Americans. So they say Americans talk loudly. I believe it. But then they say they also give irrelevant details, and that Israel, yes and no answers are of high value, but like in American culture, we might tell you how our daughter got married last year or that we have a diabetic cat. They also say Americans are too focused on their diets and are very loud if they can't find the foods they want. This one says they're always smiling and happy and bright. Americans seem very cheerful. See, I think this is a very cultural thing for Americans, because while we might seem this way on the outside, I think we feel that we need to be this way so that everyone else is happy, even though we may.
I swear to God, it's just, it's who we are. I don't know. It's just who I am. Like, I'm just a happy, cheerful person. Like, that's just me. I don't know if maybe it is that I grew up in America and it made me that way, but I just like smiling and being happy, and I don't know what else to say.
I think we feel that we need to be this way so that everyone else is happy, even though we may not feel that way on the inside. Coming from someone who I think is often told, I'm very cheerful. I think a lot of the non-Americans commenting on this thread were from UK, Europe, and so, Alexa, shut up. So, what was I saying? I'd love to hear people's opinions from elsewhere on how to spot an American.
And now I want to sit back and relax and enjoy my evening. When all of a sudden, I hear this agitating, grating voice.
Here's 3 ways you can actually identify an American when traveling in Europe. 1, they stand at the front of a restaurant and wait to be seated. In Croatia and Italy, you don't do that. You walk in and you sit down. And I assume this is the case for many other European countries, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. 2, their concept of personal space is different. If they get very close to you, they're going to say, excuse me, as opposed to a European who will probably push on past you, brushing your shoulder without saying a word. And 3, they might get a little exasperated when they're finished with their meal and the server does not come and immediately give them their check. In the US, there is a definite rhythm to eating out that does not exist here in Europe. And when you're ready for your check, you have to flag your server down. Because to come and offer it to you would be considered rude. And let's face it, even in the US, we know that it's a bit rude, because if we didn't, it wouldn't be accompanied by, no rush whenever you're ready.
My Dutch
It's never been rude to me, but I can understand why people would see it that way. But she was right about those. I think she was dead on all 3 of those things. I think she was absolutely dead on. So that would be an easy way to spot an American. I agree.
It wouldn't be accompanied by, no rush whenever you're ready.
My Dutch boyfriend said you know they're American because they always have a drink in their hand. How to spot a group of Americans in Europe.
Vanilla? Vaniglia? Tortino for sure. And then what is Let me look it up.
Okay, so I've been in Soroka for about 3 days now, and I'm learning how to spot an American. So the first way is teeth. Americans are obsessed with their teeth. So we have pretty straight white teeth. And when someone sees my teeth,
I need you know what I'm saying? I need more money to hit the dentist though, because my teeth aren't bad. they could be better. They could be better. And so, that's definitely one thing. I feel like we are obsessed with our teeth.
With their teeth. So we have pretty straight white teeth. And when someone sees my teeth, they say Americanka, which is American. Yes. Another way is that we usually talk very, very loudly. And here, even in big groups, they tend to only speak softly. So, surefire way to know an American is because you can hear them. The third way is that we walk really, really fast. Here, they take their time and they stroll. So I'm learning to slow down. What do y'all want to know about Moldova? I'd love to tell you. Anyway.
I feel like I be walking slow, but I be wanting to walk faster. But I feel like I just naturally like walk slower. But I understand when we say we walk faster because I do be wanting to walk faster. I'll be trying to get where I'm going. I don't be strolling. I be on a mission. On a mission. She was completely.
Y'all want to know about Moldova? I'd love to tell you. Anyway.
The degree
gotta
to
breathe.
which y'all keep...
I gotta breathe through my nose. Bro, I know they say those masks, of course they're for health. And when I was around other people, I had my nose and everything covered up. But when I had a good distance from people, bro, I had to slide it down because I can't breathe in them. I could not breathe in them. It was a lot of videos that said this doesn't change your breathing, but no, it changed it. I was getting hot in there and had to pull it down, but only when I was separated from people, when I had a good distance. But keep it going, my bad. But yeah, a lot of Americans just walk around like that.
The degree to which y'all keep doubling down is absolutely wild. In spite of hundreds of comments from Americans with personal accounts of times when you got it wrong, in spite of comments from Europeans who've actually traveled the US, not just New York, LA, and Miami, also telling you that Americans are very diverse, and y'all keep saying the same shit. Listen, today I was at lunch, I'm in Split, Croatia, sitting at a cafe, and there was a table next to me with a older white lady with, I would assume, a perfect American accent. She had none of the American stereotypes that you guys keep saying are the reason you can identify Americans. Disney t-shirts, baseball caps, being loud, socks with sandals, cargo shorts, basketball jerseys, or logo t-shirts. Sitting with her was a Hispanic woman with a beautiful Hispanic accent, dark skin, also none of the American stereotypes. And the fact of the matter is, I couldn't even tell you if they were American or not. They could have both been American. They could have both not been American. And the only way to know would have been to ask. Factually, most of the people that I have seen that are wearing stereotypical American items are Europeans, because that shit has gotten trendy over here. You see any behavior you deem obnoxious coming from any white person and you go, oh, Americans. You're wrong.
I feel like they do that. I feel like but that's funny. Yeah, America is a very diverse place. If you travel like all over America, of course you're gonna get like, it's a big country, so there's a lot of differences all throughout the country. There's so much diversity, and so Americans aren't just one thing. Although I know when they say they're loud and that's probably is a good way to spot an American. Oh, they're American. But sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you could be wrong. Like she said, it could be the quiet lady with none of the American stereotypes enjoying her dinner, and she could be American, and she couldn't be American. But I understand. I know we got stereotypes for a reason, so I got you.
Coming from any white person, and you go, oh, Americans. You're wrong, and you're showing your xenophobia.
Silencio, Bruno! Silencio, Bruno! Silencio, Bruno! Silencio, Bruno! Can you still hear it? Oh, just you! Good! Now pay your eye!
Do you want to know easy ways to tell that it's an American when you're traveling abroad? This can be super useful if you're solo traveling or you just want some like companionship that's familiar from home as an American, or if you just want to make fun of them while you're abroad. Number one, look at the way they pass people on the street or they get out of the way when someone's walking by. Because it's just in our nature to like move over to the right while like most of the world will move to the left. And I always think it's so funny when I see it. Number two, Americans are just loud and obnoxious and always having a good time. So I mean, if you see like a group of people or like people doing that, probably American. Not everybody's like that. And also, there are other countries that are just as loud, like Spain. I mean, they're crazy. Number three, Americans are always getting lost. I don't know why. It's just a fun thing we do, but if they're asking for directions, they're probably from, like, Ohio or something.
A British spy goes undercover in America and tries to infiltrate the political ranks. To get into politics, he has to pass an oral exam. Examiner: when did the USA gain independence? Spy: July 4th, 1776. Good. How many continents are there? Easy peasy. 7. Damn, you're good. Which continent is Turkey in? Technically, Turkey is in 2 continents, Asia and Europe. Since some parts of gets cut off, Wawa, you know your geography. Let's do...
They're finna say, nah, you're not American because you know too much. I already know where this joke is going. They're gonna say, nah, you know way too much. No way you're an American.
Continents, Asia and Europe. Since some parts of gets cut off, Wawa, you know your geography. Let's do some history now. Examiner: who first discovered America? Spy: most people think Christopher Columbus did, but actually Eliaf Erickson first discovered the lands of our blessed country, America. Who was the first president of the United States? Peyton Randolph. George Washington was the country's first elected president, but he was by no means the country's first president. At this point, the examiner realized this dude was a spy because an actual American doesn't know shit.
I knew that was coming. Some of those, I was like, I didn't know about the president situation. I didn't know about who actually discovered America. I thought it was the Native Americans, not Leif Erikson. I don't know. That's all we got for this one. If you guys got a favorite video you want to see me react to, you can subscribe to Patreon, or in the description section there's a Google form link. Hit the link, fill out your suggestions, send it to me. Want me to get to yours faster, fill out premium. Make sure you hit subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media, Patreon, all up top. You can subscribe to any of it. Put all the links in the description. All you got to do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. Love talking to you guys. You guys are the most incredible team on YouTube. It's your boy D Neal. Out.